So as I was covering last week, we have one hive that is boiling over and keeps forming queen cells and really, wants to get going. And we have another hive that's very, very weak. Rather than do a conventional split, I'm going to do what I will call a sideways split. Basically, swap the two hives position-wise. The workforce will come back to what was the weak hive and hopefully help build them up. And the strong hive will be depopulated. It won't have a workforce. Still has a lot of brood in it, and this is a key statement. Swarms, you hear, oh, half the bees leave the hive. Well, specifically, it is the young bees that leave the hive. So even when you move it, it can still swarm. So I'm also going to take some of the resources in the strong hive and move it to the small hive as well. And hopefully that'll knock them back a little bit. We'll see. Here we go. So we have our small hive, and we need to give them more room if we're going to give them a workforce. So I've prepped a deep on a screen bottom board, and of course this is the hive number 9 that we're going to have to move. So let's have some fun. Well, they are pretty weak, so there wasn't too many on the bottom board. We know primarily that's our hive, and that's an empty right now. Well, that's the easy part. Bees are wondering where their hive went. There you go. Here's a new hive. Looks just like your old hive, doesn't it? They're a little confused, but they'll figure it out. Alright, that's kind of in the old location. We have to settle these girls down a little bit before I pop the top off. After all, no matter how you look at this, it was a major assault on their hive. goal now is to get them down far enough so I can throw that excluder and honey super back on. So these girls are probably a little too riled up to switch resources. So I'm going to wait a day or two, and then I'll dig through here and move some resources over and check for queen cells. But this is our old location for the weak hive, and as you can see, there's not too much of a workforce coming in here. Our weak hive, on the other hand, has a heck of a workforce coming in. They're not sure what's going on because things smell different. There's a different queen, but they're still coming in from the field. That's where their old hive was, so that's where they're going to go. We'll take the ratchet strap off and just take a quick peek inside. But there was also a frame of brood into this hive that came from the original hive here. So it isn't going to smell totally foreign to it. So, the positions have been changed. I'm going to hold off on doing the resource change till a little bit later. Maybe Monday we'll come back and we'll look for any frames in there that look transferable without accidentally moving the queen. And hopefully what we've done is we've averted the swarm, and we have 2 colonies that are queenright. And the weak colony hopefully will now have enough bees to keep enough brood warm that the queen will start expanding her area of laying. We'll find out. You never know with bees. But remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.